Hello, welcome back again. More character building, that's right. We're going to build another character for ULTRAMODERN 5. This is one of those days where you as the audience have to take part in a big way. So I hope you have your dice ready. You will need 4 6-sided dice to be able to take part. I'm going to put up a poll. I want you to feel free to take part in that poll. You don't have to, but I would like it if you did. And I want you to get comfortable and grab some food and some drink before we get started, because this is going to take a little bit of time. It's a complicated system, ULTRAMODERN 5, and it is very much compatible with Dungeons & Dragons 5e. So if you've got people who you can't get off D&D 5e and you want them to play something else, this is an easy transition. Well, certainly a much easier transition for most people. In any case, now that I've covered that, you're ready, I'm here. Let's get started, shall we? Hi, welcome to How to RPG. My name is Fred Weller, and today I want to talk about tabletop role-playing games. ULTRAMODERN 5, we're going to do character creation for the grounder. What is a grounder? A grounder is a modern or sci-fi trooper. It is essentially a infantry. For those of you who are familiar with modern warfare, it's infantry, so you're dealing with people who are generally on the front line, generally on the ground, and operating from that position to do whatever needs to be done. Okay, so that is the character type that we'll be building today. I want to say very quickly before we get started, you will need 6-sided dice. Okay, so make sure you have 4 6-sided dice ready to go, because I'm going to ask you to roll some dice. But before that, before we start naming our character or anything like that, what I'm going to do is just very briefly explain what we're going to do and cover today to do this character building. And the first thing we need to do is our class is determined. Okay, our class is the grounder. It's on page 65, but classes in ULTRAMODERN 5, or at least Redux version, start at about page 58. We're going to pick a birth. A birth is a race or species. Okay, so we'll select them. They're on page 18. And then we're going to do, no, we're not going to do an archetype, because archetypes are staggered in ULTRAMODERN 5 from, you get your first one at level 3, and it's exactly the same for every class that you can select in ULTRAMODERN 5. The time at which you pick up your archetype features is exactly the same position, so it doesn't ever change. But we're not going to be building past level 1, so we're just doing a level 1 character. We're going to pick our life path, which is basically a background. If you're thinking about D&D 5e or Dungeons & Dragons 5e, then its life path is your background, so we'll select a background. They start on page 36. Then we've got to do our equipment, our gear, our weapons, our armor, and that is sort of one of the last stages of the selection process, and we start on page 116, and it goes on forever pretty much. There are ladders. Ladders are things that you don't have to, it's optional. It is like a feat tree that you can select that is themed, or you can use feats, yes or no, it depends on what you want to do at your table. Okay, they start on page 48. We may get to that, but I often find we very rarely do get to that, because it's quite a lot of work to get done in a short space of time. Anyway, and since I've got to do a lot of reading, a lot of talking, that can be difficult. So let's go to the character sheet. Now I'm going to be pulling up my my phone and using the chat off the phone to determine what people are suggesting, and keeping a track of what you are saying. That'll all be there so I can see what's going on. Okay, so let's grab this character sheet, which is right somewhere under the rainbow, he says. Okay, so let's got that working. That's good. Right, here is our character sheet. This character sheet is fillable, so I can fill it out. I'm going to take off the hat. It's very warm today. It's quite a hot day, but it's also incredibly windy, so I can't open my window, unfortunately. Good thing is, at least I can open my door. So hopefully I won't sweat too much. So first off, character name. I'm going to punch this into the chat. You're going to let me know what you want to do here. Hashtag pick a character name. Now Fred Huber is chucking stuff in to the chat, He is just trying to get you inspired to comment yourself. Without Fred Huber, these live streams would be very dull and sometimes come to a grinding halt, and I don't want that to happen. So he's suggested at this point, and it can be changed, okay? Pounder McMuddy. Okay, all right. McMuddy. Muddy. Okay, so let's get you started. We've got to roll just like Dungeons and Dragons 5e. We've got to roll 6 ability scores. So this is how you're going to do it. Hashtag. I want you to roll 4d6 for ability scores. Okay, so you roll 4 6-sided dice. You give me all the numbers, don't add them together. I'll do all of that, okay? I'm going to be using a system where we drop the lowest number, but I'll do all the calculations. I'll plop it all in there, okay? Fred Huber's already started rolling, so jump on your bike, get going. While he's doing that, I'm going to fill in some of the details here. Okay, grounder. And we're not going to use an archetype because we're not going to get to level 3. We probably won't be using ladders, so we'll just leave that alone for now. We're going to level 1. Don't worry about alignment. I think that's an NA for me. Missing in action. Player, we'll worry about that later. We don't have any experience points, so we'll just hit the 0 on that one. Inspiration, you haven't done anything to get inspiration, so forget about that. Just like a level 1 character in D&D 5e, your proficiency bonus will be a +2. So we'll put in +2. Alright, so we've got 3 sets of numbers. Come on, people. You can roll dice. It's not that hard. It's very, very simple. You just pick up the dice, the 4 dice, and you roll them. If you have 1 dice, you roll, a 1 die for those of you who are in North America and don't use dice. Just roll 1 and then just do that 4 times. It's very, very simple. Okay, I'm filling in some of the details and information while he's doing the rolling. Now, there are a couple of things with regard to this character that I'm going to cover. I'm not going to do that first. I'm going to do that later on because there's a lot of information to put forward. And that is fire support. So at level 1, we get fire support. And we also get another feature called Brotherhood. Okay. These features require you to select something as part of your character. Hello, Derp. Nice to have you. Nice to have you. Wonderful. Okay, so it looks to me like we've got some numbers here now. So let me do some of the math and jot things down and then put these in. And then we're going to select our birth or our race or species, which is essentially that thing. Anyway, so first off, we have here, we have a 5, a 4, a 4, a 3. I'm going to drop 3. The 3 is the lowest number that Fred Huber's rolled. So that comes to a grand total of 13. That's our first number. I'm going to put them in order, but we're going to move them around later. So don't worry about the fact that they're in order. That's not actually very important right now. Okay. Next one, he has a 5, a 3, a 2, and a 1. We drop the 1 because it's the lowest number, and we keep the others, so we get a 10. So we'll put a 10 into here. The next one we have here is a 2. So a 2, a 1, a 2, and a 1. It's a very low number. So we drop one of the ones, and we get a grand total of 5. It's pretty low. We don't often get hugely low numbers, but that does happen sometimes. We're going to be putting that somewhere. Someone else better roll, or that one will get used. Exactly. And it looks like it might have just got used. If you don't roll, I use Fred's number. Next, we have Derp. Hello, Derp. Derp's also a patron, so is Fred Huber. So you have got a 6, Derp, a 4, a 6, and a 4. So we drop one of the 4s. It's the lowest number. And we get a grand total of 16. So we have a 16. So we had a really low number, a fairly high number. And I'm going to need one more roll after this one. And Fred Huber's rolling really low, which is why he's probably stopped rolling, people. Derp, you might need to roll again so that Fred Huber is probably worried that he's going to roll really low and wind up with some very low numbers for this character. which is possible. So 3, 2, 2, and 1, drop the 1, and we keep the other numbers, we get a 7. So we've got a 7 on this character as well. Okay. Getting there. I need one more set of dice rolls. If I don't get them, of course, I will roll them myself if I have to. That's not necessarily a good thing. I'll make that clear. There we go, Derp. Derp's rolled some numbers. And Derp, you have rolled a 2, a 2, a 3, and a 2. So slightly better. So we'll drop one of the 2s. Fred Huber rolled all 1s. Oh my gosh. Okay, so we got a 7 again. So we've got a few low numbers here for this character. It's not the end of the world though. Okay. Remember, we're going to get some boosts from our birth, and that's will certainly help rectify any issues we might find with our character and how strong it is. So it will certainly help a little bit. Anyway, now that we've got that done, we're going to do our birth. Now I have a sheet over here. This is ULTRAMODERN 5. And I will type in 18 and we'll pull up the births. I'll go through the births. Here we go. This is the page. And let me go over them very quickly, and then you pick a birth and then we'll go from there. Pick a birth or background. Oh, sorry, race or species. Race, species. Species. Here we go. I will read them out. We have the Kono. Kono, or just Kono. Coney. Maybe the Coney. Basically, it's got a red flat head with multiple arms, looks like an alien, multiple eyes. Crazy looking stuff. We've built a character with this before, by the way. Next we have if you want to be an insect. Do you want to be an insect? Yes, you can, with multiple legs and looking very scary. Catine. You get to be a catine. The other one next is the altered. The altered is you have a mutation of some kind. Your mutations we select. There are many different types of alterations and mutations that you can have. There's all hands, aquatic, carapace, arms, big nose, chompers, deformities, digigrade, enhanced, fine hairs, fragile, iron nails, keen eyes, rhino hide, simple deficiencies, slow, keen hearing, large legs, slow, speed you can adjust, tail, wicked tongue, wings, metabolic disease. If you want a disease, you can have one of those as well. And you can also be mute, have quills, or change your metabolism in some way. Next, we have the animalist, which is basically a humanoid animal of some kind. So there are sub-races. You have the ape version, the badger, the elephant, the bat, the bear, the boar, the frog, the goat, which is what was depicted just in the page above. We have the hawk, crocodile. We have the shark, tiger, turtle, horse, possum, rabbit, rat, wolf. I said turtle? I think I said turtle. Okay, we have the automation. If you want to be a robot of some kind, you can be a robot, or there are two versions of this. There is the Android version and the robot version. You can be a human. We've built a couple of humans so far. We did one last week, I believe. We did a human. We have the morpher, which is some scary, nasty-looking, gooey shit for sure. You can have transform and use a clay form shields, weapons, have shaper, and yes, that picture sort of indicates that you can do an awful lot with this thing. Anyway, we have the spliced. We've done spliced before too. There's the bat version, the bear, beetle, bee, cat, chameleon, viper, wolf, dolphin version, the elf, the eagle, not elf. No, there's no elves here. Horse, wolverine, the rabbit, rat, the spider. Okay. Then we have the tuner. Tuners are basically just humans that have psychic powers or magical powers. Yokai is sort of like the ability to transform into medium and small things. Okay, it's sort of like a shapeshifter of some kind. So there's that option. Those are the various options available to you. What have we got here? Kitten, sure, why not? It makes me think of kitten. All right, kitten it is. Kitten. Let me go to the kitten. So I'm scrolling back here very, very fast. Sorry if it looks like it's gone a bit crazy. And we need to go into the traits for the kitten. Very quickly, I will just zoom in. A few things that we need to deal with. Okay, so some of the things that we'll need to take into consideration when we're building this character is your intelligence and constitution each increase by 2 points. So you get a lot of increases. So int up by 2, which is good. We also get constitution. That's also going up by 2, okay? And select any other score and increase it by 1. Your maximum charisma score at character creation is 14 instead of 18, so you can't go all the way to 18 if you were trying to. So that means we also need to put 1 increase in by 1 in something, okay? Which you'll get to pick. So that's going to be quite useful to us. Next, a little bit of information about aging. Don't worry too much about that. We have our size, which is medium, have our speed. Considering you have 6 legs, your base walking speed is 40 feet. You walk very fast. You're a fast person. You're a fast insect. An insect, not a person. You're an insect. Okay, next. You have dark vision. So for those of you who don't know what dark vision is, I will not explain it to you because basically you can see the dark 60 feet. That'll do. Funny times. Let's drop this in. And I don't know that I'm going to worry too much about trimming this all down because there are other things to get done and other choices to make. And we need to get that sorted, don't we? Dim light. Okay, so that's that one. What else do we have here? Languages. You speak the clicks and pops of the kitten native tongue. You also possess 2 additional languages. Okay, so this says a lot. Because your vocal muscles are rooted deep in your skull and do not require your mouth to articulate, you speak perfectly without needing to move your mouth. In other words, mouth is not required to make it will work. Isn't that handy? Going to be very easy to throw your voice. For those of you who like the idea of throwing their voice, I think you can do that. It might be an option. Anyway, let's just drop this in here. Languages. And we get Cochin, the poppy clicky one. And we also get to 2 more, which I'm not going to worry too much about dealing with that just yet. +2. We'll deal with the rest of that later. Next. Spider climb. You can climb difficult surfaces, including upside down on ceilings, without needing to make a ability check or a skill check, basically. You also possess a climb speed of 20 feet. And you never suffer disadvantage due to 0 or microgravity. This is kind of handy. Let's take this here, put this feature in, drop this into the character sheet, make some space, clear everything out of the way, and drop, like so. Okay. Spider, climb, you're a spidery, climby person, insecty thingy. No, that's not the one I wanted. Try again, Fred. There. Okay. Cool. That did it. And a full stop here. All right, let's go back and have a look and see what else we have here. Hello, Pale Rider. How are you? They missed your dice rolling. We have some low dice rolls today. You have roach vision. Yes, you do. Gutter speak and common trade. Okay. Gutter speak and common trade. So gutter and trade. Okay, we're probably going to wind up getting more languages too, so that'll be fun. Back to here. Exoskeleton. There's a few things we have to deal with here, don't there? Wow. Okay. All right. Let's keep going. Exoskeleton. You cannot wear traditional armor. Uh-oh. You can either be a heavy Catene or a light Catene. A light Catene has an armor class of 12 and can add its entire dexterity modifier to AC. Oh. And a heavy Catene has an armor class of 16 and cannot add its dexterity modifier to AC. So in other words, you either have an armor class of 12 plus whatever your dex modifier is going to be, or you have an armor class of 16. So we need to make a choice. Making a choice time. Hashtag. Pick light or heavy. Kitten. Yeah, it's not kitten, it's a Catene. Catene, something like that. It's the insect thing. Sort of like a dog. Yeah, exactly. So, yes, need to make a decision about how that's going to work, which one you would prefer. Okay, I don't mind. Sustenance. Catene are silicon-based and devour inorganic material to survive. This includes metal, plastic, and carbides, leading people to believe that Catene are actually sentient alien machines. Their acidic saliva is employed to dissolve and devour these compounds as quickly as a caterpillar eats a leaf. Well, we don't need to, I don't know that we need to say very much other than that. It is a fun addition to your birth, but other than that, mechanically, it's not going to do a lot. I mean, I suppose you might come across a situation where you want to devour somebody's something. I don't know, for whatever reason. You tell me. But I guess, yeah. Metal. Oh, you could devour somebody's weapon. Oh, no, I can see where this can go. Acid spit. As an action, you can eject a corrosive acid from your mouth with a range of 10 feet. Not very far. If you hit, the target suffers 1d4 plus dexterity strength modifier acid damage and half that amount at the beginning of your next turn. So we need to include the acid spit ability. We will do that now. Bum bum bum, including the acid spit. Spit a corrosive acid in your eye. Take that in your eye. Okay, sustenance. I might just... Damn it. Do it again. Right, cool. Thank you. And, yeah. Then just need to shift these things around if it'll let me. Okay, it did. And I don't know if this will let me. No, it's no point. Full stoppies. Move this as uppies. Okay, alright, cool. So we've got that in there. Heavy, light. So we've got 2 for light and 1 for heavy. Okay, all right. So I think we're going to be a light Catene by the looks of it. Exoskeleton. We'll drop that in here. Paste. Light. And that is a 12 plus dexterity modifier. Come on, Fred, get it right. Okay, very good. Very happy about that. I need a drink of water, pardon me. I think maybe a lozenge would be nice too. I could do with a lozenge as well. So I will. And then we will go back and finish off the last little bit of this. Molting. Upon reaching a level granting an ability score improvement of 4th, 8th, 12th, 16th, 19th, yeah. Okay, so molting is not really going to come in at level 1 anyway. But let's read through the section anyway and sort of establish what it is. You only want light if we have a high dex. I see. Okay. Well, we can change out the exoskeleton if it's not going to work for you. Let me read this molting thing though. You must undergo molting to gain that level's benefits, requiring you to spend an entire day, 24 hours, prepping and another hour to emerge. After this, you lose your armor class for another full day. When the process is fully concluded, your armor class is restored and increased by 1. Oh. If you decide to gain a feat, you don't have to molt, but you also don't gain the armor class improvement. If you select the feat but still molt, you gain the armor class improvement but not the ability score improvement. If you select a ladder and molt, okay, so there's ULTRAMODERN 5 has got a lot of things you've got to decide and choose between. I'm going to put down that molting is a thing, but molting is not going to come into effect for a while, okay? Because not building the character to a level 4, so that's not going to be hugely important right now. Molting. Improve AC by 1 when you get there, which you're not there yet. So we've done that bit. Oh, that was fairly painless. Next task. Let's get back here. Let us deal with the, no, we're not doing archetypes like I said, but we will be covering something like our path. We have a life path, so we're going to deal with life path. It's basically your background. Okay, 37 should get us there. Yes, there we go. Aha, life path. There it is. I will zoom. No, I will zoom in because my eyes are old and I need to be able to see this stuff. It's too hard if I'm too far away. Okay, here we go. Let me go through the paths. I will put in the choice to select something. Pick a life path. Or background. Okay, there we go. It's in. Now, you can make your own path. We're not going to do that in a live stream because it's just too much for my brain to be able to deal with. So we're going to just pick one. Okay, I will read through them and you tell me which one you like the most for your character. The first one is the affluent. Select your skill proficiency being deception or persuasion. You get 1 musical instrument tool proficiency. You get 2 languages. Set of fine clothes as part of your equipment. $200 and a leather wallet. Next, bruiser. So this one, skill proficiency is either going to be athletics or acrobatics. Pick one. Language, you get 1. Equipment, well, in this case, you get a trophy from a fight. Can be official or informal. $20 in bills. Common clothes. That's the bruiser. Next, we have delinquent. Skill proficiencies, either sleight of hand or deception. Not both. Pick one. Tool proficiency is thieves' tools. Language, get 1. Okay. Equipment, common clothes and $15. Okay. Disciple. This is either skill proficiency in religion or nature, up to you. Languages, you pick one of your choice. Equipment can be a holy item, or it will be a holy item, okay? It can include books and symbols, a set of common clothes, okay? Drifter. Your skill proficiency, select either deception or survival. Languages, you get 2. Equipment, a set of common clothes, backpack, bedroll, blanket, $5 in coins. Intellectual. Are you really that smart? Okay. Skill proficiencies would be engineering or science. Pick one. You get 2 languages. Your equipment is a set of common clothes, a handful of textbooks, and $15. Labourer. Labourer. Skill proficiencies is either animal handling or athletics. Tool proficiency, 1 set of artisan tools. Get 1 language. Your equipment is a set of artisan tools. Okay, that you decide what you can have, $50. And then progeny. Progeny is skill proficiency, either athletics or performance. Your tool proficiency is one musical instrument, or you can have one artisan toolkit. You get one language, one musical instrument, or one artisan tool kit, depends what you want, trophy, and $15. If you are a recluse, you get skill proficiency in either computer use or investigation. You get 2 languages you can choose. Equipment is a set of common clothes, a personal computer, $20 in prepaid cards, and $10 in your wallet. Dun dun dun. You can be a regular Joe. You could be G.I. Joe. You could be G.I. Joe. Your background skill proficiency, pick any skill you like. It don't matter. That's what happens when you're a regular Joe. Your tool proficiency, any one tool or vehicle of your choice. You get to pick one. You get one language, you get $50 in your wallet, and that is it. That's it. Smooth talker. Skill proficiency is either persuasion or intimidation. Tool proficiency, one gaming tool. Languages, one language of your choice. Equipment, one gaming tool, a set of fine clothes, $50 in your wallet, and you're ready to go. So those are the various backgrounds, and I need to know from you which background you would like. If you tell me, I know what to do. Okay? All right. Let's have a look, see what chat said. Can we do a stream making a life path one day? That could be fun. So, Pale Rider, what you're basically saying is, can we do a live stream where we design a background? Now, for me, I guess whether we do a background for ULTRAMODERN 5 as a life path, or whether we do a background for Dungeons & Dragons 5e, I frankly think they can port across pretty easily without too much trouble. I actually don't think it's a big issue. So, yes, I have very much thought about why not we sit down and design some backgrounds together. It's not going to happen anytime soon because I've still got a lot of classes to redesign, and I've been doing a lot of the race stuff, and I find that when we do any redesigning or create something new from scratch, that when we do the class stuff, there's more people interested. When we do, let's redesign or make a completely new race or species, or in this case, I guess birth, then there's less people interested than the class one. Backgrounds I'm sure the viewership would drop off anymore. Would drop off a lot more. But I'm still going to do it. It's not my priority right now. But yes, we can Pale Rider. I just don't know when. You've asked for delinquent. Juvenile delinquent. Here's a record, but it's sealed. Intellectual. Fred will 100 pick your idea if you use. Yes, that's very true. So give us your ideas. Absolutely. Okay. It looks like we're going with delinquent. I don't mind. You can be a delinquent. So let's go with delinquent. Where are you? Delinquent. So you need to decide on a few things. Okay. If we're going to go delinquent, you have to pick a skill. Pick a skill. It has to be sleight of hand. Or deception. Deception. There we go. So pick a skill from our background, and you're going to get Thieves' Tools as a proficiency, which is always nice. So let's go with Thieves' Tools and just transfer that stuff across right now while we're here. We could do with another language. Somebody want to come up with a language? Just give me a name. I don't really care what it. Just throw something at me. Throw something at me. Make something up. It doesn't bother me. Okay, let's go here. Paste. Proficiencies, tool proficiency. We're going to have to buy a toolkit at some point, aren't we? It's not going to make any sense otherwise. We get common clothes and $15. You want deception? Dun dun dun, deception. He is so deceptive. Common clothes, where are we go? Here. Common clothes. You're built for battle. But you're a common war bug. A regular Joe bug. Do you like bugs? Well, you get to bug somebody now, don't you? Because you are a bug. When those Starship Troopers come in, you can rip their heads off. Sorry, people, I'm getting a little bit carried away. Dear. So I did $15. We're going to have another language in here in a second. Deception. Language, cyber hype. What is a grounder class? It's basically a regular soldier. Yes, exactly. It's basically a regular soldier. You're right, exactly. Well done. Cyber. So we're going to have language cyber. Cyber hype. I don't know what cyber hype is. We're just making some shit up. Deception. So we'll select deception. There's a deception there. Did I get them all? We've got a language. We've got a money. Toolkit. Deception. I think that's it. That's it. Yeah, it is. Da-da, 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 and money. Cool. That's good. Let's go to the next step. We're doing very well today. Like, it's almost as if I've had practice and you've had practice doing this before. So I'm not going to explain what a delinquent is. You know what a delinquent is. I could read out the fluff, but you know what it is. So I don't think I need to do that. Now that we've done this, we need to go over and deal with our actual class. So this is where we go to the grounder. The grounder has a number of features. So we're going to get all armor and shields as proficiencies. So that is a thing. So all armor and shields, which of course means nothing to us since we're probably not going to be using armor at all because we are an insect. We're a bug. And shields, well, maybe we can use a shield. We have multiple arms. Maybe you can. I'm sure you can. Anyway, what weapons? We get simple weapons, one-handed and two-handed small arms, heavy weapons, super heavy weapons. Oh, shizers. Oh, my God. Are you serious? No, we're not kidding. Is this definitely the grounder? So you have access to all weaponry. So if you want to blow something up with a big gun, it will be possible. Next. Tools. You get all ground vehicles and all aircraft. So you can fly stuff and you can drive tanks and ships and planes and jet fighters and starships and something like that. You know, there's a lot of things you can fly and you can drive. So that'll be handy. Your saving throws are strength and dexterity. So we'll make sure our saving throws have been checked. Strength and dexterity. Cool. And we get to select 2 skills. Acrobatics, athletics, history, insight, intimidation, perception. I think almost immediately it's going to wind up being athletics and perception, but I don't know. You tell me. So let's get you to pick that while I'm doing this. Pick it. Pick 2 skills. Remember, the skills you get to pick from are acrobatics, athletics, history, insight, intimidation, perception. So, yeah, you decide what it is, and we'll go from there. Now, we're getting very, very close to the point where we're going to have to start assigning our ability scores so that we can actually move on to the next step, okay? So, part of our equipment that we're going to buy is we get 3 small arms, and that's each going to be worth $300, so that's quite nice. You get, oh, you get bombs, you get grenades already. 2 concussion grenades. Let's just add that straight now. You guys love grenades launchers. I know this. This is going to wind up being grenade launcher material right there. I can see it. So you got grenades. 2 of them. Happiness is a grenade or a bomb. Okay. Next, a set of armor, which you're probably not going to need because you don't wear armor. So yeah, just consider the armor for somebody else. Maybe you buy it for somebody else. Maybe it's a present or a gift. Maybe it's just wasted on you. Okay, and then you get $100 in additional gear. So we'll add that to your pathetic $15. There we go. Let's see what skills you've come up with. I've been working hard here. You want acrobatics and athletics. Fine. Nobody said anything else, so be it. It's done. 1, 2. You've got acrobatics and athletics. Deception. We're just about ready to go. And we're going to be doing all of this. And there's a lot of things for me to cover here, but that's all right. So, next, now that we've done that, we do have to assign these ability scores. Okay? These ability scores have to go into some sort of order. So this is where we're actually going to assign stuff. Let me just roll this to about here so you can see what they all are. Hashtag. What are our ability scores going to be? Dun dun dun. So let me give you the numbers that I have here. And then, okay, hashtag ability scores. So we have a 16, a 13, a 10, a 7, and a 5. Is this, geesh, we do 6, that correct? Yes, it is. So we're going to move these around. Now remember, because we are Kateen, because we are Mr. Bug, the Kateen, the Bug Man, the Bug Woman, the Bug It's, the one in between, the asexual, whom, I don't know what you want to be, non-binary. What we're going to do here is intelligence is going up by 2 for sure. So whatever you put into intelligence, that is going to be going up by 2. Okay. Your constitution, whatever you assign to your constitution, will also be going up by 2 because of your birth, your race, your species. But we also get to place a +1 in one other ability score of our choice. Okay. So some choices and decisions to be made by you, so that we get that sorted out, and then I can sort of move things forward a little bit. We can also make some choices around picking, say, an origin or a life event, which was fun last time. I think we did that. We got you to select something and roll some stuff, and we got something out of the other end there. So, I mean, you know, you let me know. So, delinquent. I believe we had delinquent here. Did I write delinquent? I didn't write delinquent, but I didn't even put Kateen in here. You are not a kitty, you're a Kateen. And your background is delinquent. I think that's right. I hope so. Oh dear. So once you've had a think about how you want to assign these, you let me know, okay? So Pale Rider wants to go Dex with the highest number, Intelligence next, Strength, Wisdom, Con, Charisma. Okay, I see where you're going with this. So you want your dex to be the 16, intelligence to be the 13, 10 would be strength, wisdom would be a 7, con would be a 7, and charisma would be a 5. Does anybody else have any other votes? Otherwise, I'll be shifting them to those positions. Oh, Cal-Rel has got his votes in. You want to go... Well, Cal-Rel, you've just given me the numbers. I'm aware. I just need to know what you want to assign them to. 16, 13, 10, 7, 7, 5. That's right. If you is there supposed to be a question mark there, or there was supposed to Cal-Rel, was there supposed to be some decks and so forth assigned to those? I'm not too sure. You'll let me know. Anyway, let's proceed as far as we can. I'm going to, while you're deciding on that, I'm going to do our origins and our life events, because we haven't done our origins or life events. When it might be fun to do something like that. So I believe it is a 30 something, and if we go down, 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 here we go, origins. So origins hashtag. Pick an origin and roll a d20 and roll d20. Okay, bum bum bum. So here we go. So origins, you can have parenting as an origin, you can have status, you can have casualty, separation, surrogate, siblings, sibling viewpoint, sibling rivalry. So there's a few choices to pick from. Looks to me like Power Rider has won the ability score listing. Or hang on, was it Cal-Rel has gone 16, 13, 10, 7, 7. Oh, I see what you've done. I see what you've done now. Now I understand. You want to make your strength the highest thing. Oh, I see. You rolled a 3, but you gotta pick one of those origins as well. Oh dear. Okay, all right. So if strength is your first choice and yet his is his first, so I'm going to roll off between casualty 12. Okay, there we go. Casualty 12. I can deal with casualty 12. Origin. Let's grab that now. So 12 is died by natural causes, cancer, diabetes. Someone close to you. Okay, here we go. So, someone close to you died of natural causes. There we go. That's that one done. We also have a life event. Casualty. Oh, you put casualty as well. Okay. All right, next, let's do a life path, shall we? So life path, let me pump this thing in here. Hashtag. Pick a life, not life path, life event, different thing, and roll a d20 and roll d20. Bum bum bum. Here we go. So what are the life paths? You have life episodes, tragedy, and then we have wonderful. We also have enemy, we have friendship, we have the cause, who does what, we have what can be thrown, who ticked off who, romance, no dice rolling required, new relationship, previous relationship, feelings, issues, misfortune. So Cal-Rel has rolled a 14 but not told me which of the life events he would like me to be selecting from. You need to tell me this. I need that information. It's going to be important. So yeah, let's see how you guys work that one out. I'm going to do some rolling off. So it looks to me like Pale Rider wants Dex as the highest number, and Calrel wants Strength as the highest number, if I'm right. Friendship 4. Friendship 4? Okay. Oh, it's Friendship 4. Where's Friendship 4? Friendship. Feelings. New relationships. Friendship. Here we go. Friendship. And you rolled a 4. Oh, romance. Romance, you don't even have to roll for romance. It's just romance. You're romantically involved. Friends. Where did I go here? Did I go here? Did I here? Friends. Here we go. Friends. 4. Oh, we got a new person here. Oh, look at this. Interzone 88. I'm taking Interzone's enemy 8. Enemy 8. We have a new player in the mix. All right, so what is enemy? Either someone that bullied you or someone you bullied in your youth returns. Ooh, enemy. Come on, Fred. Can you copy and paste out of a PDF? It is not that hard. Enemy. Bum, bum, bum. And drop that in there. Okay. So we've got that one done. Right, now I need to do some rolling off for the ability scores. Have to go with the new person. Exactly. Welcome to the new person. Welcome to the new person. Okay, so now I'm going to do some rolling off with a 6-sided dice. And I had asked about the ability score improvements. Pale Rider wants the highest number to be dexterity. Calrel wants strength. So, Pale Rider, you're 1 to 3. Calrel, you are 4 to 6. Okay, so Pale Rider got the Dex. So Dex is, is it Dex? Yeah, Dex. Dex is a 16. Okay, Dex. Got it. So you won the roll off on that one. Next one on our list. Calrel wanted the 13 to be in Dex, which is gonna sort of, you can't win that one now. But I'm assuming that the next one for you would be Strength. So Intelligence, 1 to 3, Pale Rider, and Strength would be the 13 instead. So let's see how this works out. Ah, look at that. So the next one will be into Strength, and which is it already is. So that's Strength. Is it right? Yes, it is. That's correct. So I rolled a 4, so that's correct. So Calrel is a 4 to 6. Pale Rider is 1 to 3. Next, I believe that Intelligence is Pale Rider's next preference, and we haven't done Intelligence yet. And then it would be Constitution would be Calrel's preference for the 10. So let's see who wins this one. And it is Intelligence for Pale Rider. Intelligence, Pale Rider, you got your 10. Talk about complicated. Int. Okay. So let me see if I can. I'm starting to lose it a little bit. We've done Dex, we've done that, we've done Strength. We don't need to do that. We're down to Wisdom. Would be Pale Rider's next choice, and I believe it would be next choice would be Con for Calrel. So it's a roll off between Wisdom and Con, and it's Wisdom. Wisdom wins the next number, which is a 7. Okay, so that's 7, Wisdom. This could be dangerous. Okay, next is Con, and I'm assuming. Okay, so we are rolling off for Con now. Who's going to get it? Who's going to get it? Because everything else has been assigned so far. Con hasn't been though, and it is. Yeah, it's going to be Con. It's going going to be con. So that is the 7 for con. 7 for con. Okay. The last one will be charisma. You're not charismatic. Okay, so that's that sorted out. There's our numbers. They are now been assigned. Now we have to do the improvements. Intelligence goes up from 11 to 12 because we get an increase in our intelligence. Our con goes up to 9, and we get a plus 1 in something. Okay. So what ability score do we increase by 1? Okay, we get to increase something by 1 out of these. Is it going to be strength? Is it going to be dexterity? Is it going to be constitution? I would say constitution is not, it can't be constitution because we've already got an addition there. It has to be something different. So it can't be con. Can't be intelligence. Okay, so con and intelligence are off the boards. So is it going to be strength, dexterity, wisdom, or charisma? Yeah, the problem is that it has to be a different thing. I'm pretty sure, based off what I was reading, that it has to be a different thing. And we already get an increase of +2 for our, so birth 18s, 19, I think it's this one here. So if I have a look, I'll check the wording, but I'm pretty sure that's how it works. Your intelligence and constitution increase by 2. Select any other score. Oh, okay, it says any other. It's not different. So yes, you could put it into constitution. Oh, I didn't. Okay, so I wasn't reading that correctly. Select any other score and increase it by 1. So you can increase your constitution by 1 if you wanted to. Or your intelligence if you're really inclined. Does that change your decision? Con. So we've got a vote for con. We've got a vote for whiz, and we've got a vote for dex. Wow. Into zone 88. I think you need to break that. The stalemate that's going on there. There's a little bit. We've got people who want to put it into con, one into intelligence, and one into dexterity. It's a 3-way split right now. We'll see how that all plays out. I'm going to let you guys fumigate on that one for a little bit while I figure out the rest of this this character building process. So I'm going to go over the different classes now. And int, Pale Rider wants int now. Okay, I'm going to let you guys. I'm going to let you guys continue to fight it out and decide what it's going to be, and then I will roll off. Oh god, here we go. Cal-Rel said int. It's int. Intelligence is going up. +1. 12 to 13. Who would have guessed? I would not have guessed this. This is not something I would have guessed, but yeah, well, that's why I'm saying you can use con. So this is why. Look. Okay, so here we go. So you can have con. Hashtag. Pick any ability score to increase by 1. Yeah. That was my mistake. So I've revote, and then that'll clear the problem because Fred botched up. I didn't read the entry properly, and so that's why that happened. Anyway, now that we've done that bit, let's deal with the next bit, which is our. Okay, Pale Rider's going with the dex. Okay, come on. Here we go. Down. So there are a few things we need to pick from. Fire support is our first choice as part of our class that we select from. There is the assault and the precision. precision. So at first level we get to pick one of these things, and each tier makes what we do better and better and better. Okay, so starting at first level, you can select a fire support discipline. There are two to choose from: assault or precision. By pursuing assault, you favour automatic weapons that fire multiple rounds, increasing damage at the risk of accuracy. By selecting precision, you keep your weapon firing single rounds, ensuring a hit without wasting ammunition. Each time a discipline is selected, it increases its tier. You select additional disciplines at level 5, 9, 13, 17. Okay, so what this basically means is that by the time you get to level 5, you could potentially have assault and precision as something that you have. But when we start out at level 1, you're going to have to decide to either go assault or precision. But you can have both later on as your character gets more advanced. Okay, so let me read through the tier 1 feature for assault, fire support pathway assault. Okay, I'm not going to read all the other stuff because it's not going to come into play right now. Okay, tier 1 for assault. Whenever you make an auto fire attack, you inflict additional damage equal to the amount you beat the enemy's armor class or AC by, up to a maximum of 5 for an auto weapon, and a 10 for an auto heavy weapon. So there are auto heavy weapons and auto weapons, so there is a difference. So there's quite a lot of additional damage. But if we go with precision, tier 1, that would be level 1, you gain a +1 bonus to all non-auto fire firearm attack rolls. It's a very basic increase. Okay, so these are the things we need to decide on. I'll go with dexterity, that had most votes. Okay, cool. Second, cool. All right, wonderful. So dex, I know what to do. So hashtag pick a fire support and it is assault or precision. Okay, you decide, and then we're going to go on and deal with the Brotherhood, and I will go and increase your dex by another 1. It's now 16 is now 17. So now that those numbers are done, while you're voting, I will transfer my numbers over so that these are around here. So that's going to be 13, that's 17. This is going to be a 9, 12, 12, 7, 5. Okay. So with a 5, what's the penalty on a 5? I can't remember. Life of me, I can't remember. It's got to be pretty low, eh? 5 is something, but I know 13. I know what a 13 is. The modifier for that is a +1. +1 for the 13. It is a +3 for 17. Con is a -1. Not a great... let's try that again. -1. Intelligence is a +1. Wisdom, I can't remember, honestly. Looks like are we going precision? Looks like we're going with precision. Top of the hour, I am aware, and I know I should be going for a toilet break, but we're going to keep going because I am stupid in many respects, as many of you have discovered over the time as you've hung out on my live streams. So 5 is a -1, no, -3, and then a 7 is a -2. Okay, this is -2. Can I get a minus there? There we go. There's -2. All right, so I got those numbers in. That's handy. So that means I can now do the hit points for this character, which I'm pretty sure for this character. Now we're doing precision, aren't we? Yep, precision. Okay, so we're going to get this one here. Precision. Copy. Need to make sure I remember it. That's not right. Pressing wrong buttons. Try again. Okay. All right. And we have our first precision option, which is this. Getting our +1 to our attack roll. And we'll be doing the Brotherhood stuff in a second. Okay. All right. Hit points. How many hit points do we get? Well, we don't have any temporary hit points, so we don't have to worry about that one. So you get 10 plus your con modifier. So we will get 9 in this case because we're going to minus to it. So that's whoopsie daisies. 9. It's still a lot of hit points. Total of 1 hit dice. So it is a D10 minus 1. And I would imagine as soon as you get an opportunity, probably getting rid of that -1 on con is probably a very good idea. Anyway, your initiative is going to be a +3 because that's your dex modifier. Your armor class. Now we needed to. Are you still happy to go with the light version, or do you want to go with the heavy Katyn version? Remember, there was a light version and a heavy Katyn version. What's here? Low wisdom would mean they might struggle with decision making in the heat of the moment. Possibly. I mean, a 7 is not the worst thing, but you know, we do what we can with what we rolled. They might be prone to making rash decisions or overlooking important details that could have a long-term consequence, or as you may have pointed out into Zone 88, it might have a short-term consequence, which is death early. Despite this, their intelligence would allow them to come up with innovative strategies and tactics on the battlefield. Yes, very much so. Now, for the short space of time that they might live with their low con and their low wisdom. Hey, we play with the character, and then when that character is done its dash, we move on to the next character. Anyway, so what was I saying? I was saying something. It was important. Armor class, that's right. Hashtag. Pick light or heavy Katyn. Exoskeleton. Where is it? Remember, the heavy skeleton is a 16 armor class, and the light is 12 plus your dex modifier, which will give you a 15 total for your exoskeleton. Exoskeleton. All right, so decide on that so I can put the armor class in there. And I'm going to go and start working my way through the Brotherhood options, because there's rather a lot of Brotherhood options to read from. And let's read them out. Let's do them. I know this is going to happen. I'm going to take a break when we do the equipment. Okay, first off, did I have anything I needed to say here? No. Brotherhood. So at first level, you select one of the following Brotherhood abilities. These abilities complement the group you are in, rewarding teamwork over selfish ambition. You select an additional ability at 4th level, 7, 10, 13, 16, and 9th level. Okay, so here they are. I need to drink some water because I'm getting dry again. Okay, so Action Star. If you score a hit on a creature 20 feet or closer, you can elect to piss to what? Elect to piss said creature off. Really, Chris? This is how you word it. You can elect to piss said creature off. You might as well have just used the F word. Okay. But anyway. Can't we just say piss off? What, really? just put the PIS and the OFF together rather than separate them. Okay. It now suffers disadvantage on all attack rolls that don't include you as a target. So, okay, all right. The effect ends if you move out of range or out of line of sight, like behind total cover, or don't attack the same target before the end of your next turn. You don't need to hit, just attack. All right, so that's always interesting. So you're basically creating a mark on them that means that they have to focus on you, otherwise there's going to be problems. Cauterize. You can use an action to heal an injured ally. Oh, okay. The target recovers hit points equal to 1d6 per your level. So, oh my gosh, really? So at level 1 you're going to get 1d6. At level 6 you're going to get 66. That's kind of handy. When you use this feature, you cannot use it again until you finish a short or long rest. Okay, all right. Next, combat effectiveness. That's right, because you're effective. If an ally character in line of sight is reduced to 0 hit points or less, you have advantage on attack rolls against the creature that hits the ally until the creature is destroyed or until the felled ally recovers hit points. I need to read that again to understand what the heck that means. Combat ineffective. If an ally character in line of sight is reduced to 0 hit points, okay, they're on their face, or less, okay, you have advantage on attack rolls against the creature that hits your ally until the creature is destroyed, or until the felled ally recovers hit points. Okay, all right, I see what you're doing here. It's a little complicated, but not, yeah, a little bit tricky. Anyway, comrade in arms, or comrades in arms. If an ally within 10 feet of you suffers a critical hit, you have advantage on attack rolls against the creature that made that attack until the end of your next turn. It's not going to come up that much, but I suppose it could. Okay, next. Covering fire. When making an attack action, you can suffer a disadvantage on all attack rolls for that action. After finishing your attack, all allies in line of sight gain a +1 bonus to armor class and advantage on all saving throws against any target you attack until the beginning of your next turn. Geez, that is so... I get it, but it's so complicated. Anyway, for the common honor, if an ally within 5 feet of you suffers a hit from an enemy, as a reaction, you can swap locations with the ally and suffer the hit and all effects instead. Okay, so you're swapping places and you're taking the hits for somebody else, one of your allies, as long as they're really close. They have to be really close, like 5 feet, you know, they're right next to you. Next one, frontline deployment. Select one ally within 10 feet of you as a bonus action, okay, until the beginning of your next turn, the targeted ally gains a +1 bonus to armor class. So you are giving them a better chance of being, of not getting hit. Okay, all right, that's fine. Next, jump in front. If you and at least one ally is struck by an area effect no bigger than 60 feet across, okay, so that would be 30 feet radius, 60 feet diameter. As a reaction, you can push your allies out of the target area. Okay. If you and at least one ally is struck, so it's got to be you and at least one ally struck by an area effect no bigger than 60 feet across, as a reaction, you can push the allies out of the target area. However, you are then targeted by the effect a number of times equal to the number of allies you pushed. Oh dear. You can still make saving throws to the effect, but for each attack on you. Okay, so that means that if there's one ally that gets pushed out, you're going to be dealing with the effect you would suffer if you're in the area, and their saving throw as well. And if you push 2 allies out of the space, you do the roll for yourself and 2 more rolls for the other 2 that are pushed out of the space. When you use this feature, you cannot use it again until you finish a short or long rest. That's some brutal stuff to contend with. Man down. If you occupy the same space as a dead, prone, or unconscious ally, the ally cannot be targeted by any ranged or melee attacks. Oh, and automatically passes all dexterity saving throws. The effect ends if the target stands, if you leave the target's area, or if the target makes any kind of attack. So if you occupy the space, the same space as a dead, prone, or unconscious ally. So if somebody's dead and you don't want them to get burned to a crisp, I suppose you can stand on their space. If they're prone but still alive, you can stand on their space to help protect them. If they are unconscious and dying, you can stand over the top of them and protect them. Okay, I get it. I understand what they're trying to do here. Next, we're not finished. There's more people. Member of a team. You can spend 30 feet of movement and select an ally within 5 feet. That ally can use the disengage action without using her action on her next turn. So in other words, you're giving somebody else disengage. Okay. Slow is smooth. When you move, you can reduce your speed by 10 feet and pull one ally within 5 feet with you. Okay. If you use the disengage action, the ally also disengages. Oh, I see. It's a very odd effect. Snap out of it. Use your action to remove one of the following conditions. Oh, good Lord. An ally suffers from. Unless you suffer from the same condition. So you get rid of the charmed condition, the frightened condition, the stunned condition, unconscious unless dying. Okay. But if they are unconscious but not dying, so maybe if they're sleeping, I guess that would be it. When you use this feature, you cannot use it again until you finish a long or short rest. Solid frame. When wielding a two-handed small arm, you do not suffer the -2 penalty to firing while moving. Okay. All right. Spotter. Target an enemy in line of sight with your action. One ally within 5 feet of you has advantage on her next attack roll against the target. Okay, so you're giving somebody else advantage, essentially. And you can keep doing target an enemy in line of sight of you with your action, one ally within 5 of you. So as long as you stay close to somebody, they can benefit from you targeting a creature and they would get advantage. You're making it easier for them to target somebody else. Okay, all right, I get it. Toss magazine. You spend 30 feet of movement and reload an ally's weapon. The ally must be within 10 feet and you must have the proper ammunition or cell. Okay, so I suppose that's useful in some way. Okay, so did you guys decide on light or heavy exoskeleton? That is the big question, because I did ask that question, not which feature we're going to grab. But I can see right now we have kind of essentially picked something. Let me put the question down. What brotherhood do we select? Hashtag. What brotherhood option do you want? They're very, very complicated. These are actually very complicated. So Derp wants Action Star. Fred Huber wants Action Star. Cauterization is second. We're going heavy. Okay, we're going heavy. And it looks like it's going to be Action Star. Action Star it is. Let's take the Action Star here. Action Star is pretty good as a feature, really. I mean, it's no slouch, and you can pick up more later on, which is always nice. So, Action Star, paste. Oh no, that didn't work. that worked really badly. Let's just trim off this. It's getting really small. Action Star. And so now I need to just maneuver stuff. I don't know how well this is going to work, but we'll see. Let's just, oh, come on. Let me do it. Yes. And then, come on. There we go, and there. And then, there's so much information. Bum. And next one, this one here, this one here, this one here. Come on, you. Just do it. Ah, oh, didn't do what I wanted. Okay, try again. Try again. Okay. I'm getting there. Far out. Yeah, that's good enough. I got the entry in. We're going with a heavy. The heavy carpus, exoskeleton heavy. AC 16. So we are a heavy. Okay, 16. Which of course can go up. Heavy exoskeleton and action star. We've got them. Sweet. Nice. Okay, so at this point we've got to buy a lot of small arms because we get 3 that we get to purchase. So I'm going to go to the equipment and then we're going to give you an opportunity to have a look at what there is, decide on what you want. 300 is your limit. Okay, and buy some stuff. And then while you're deciding, I'll go from there. So, hashtag, what 3, oh come on, what 3 small arms do you want? Now, I don't think it said single-armed. It just said small arms, okay? So you get to pick from the small arms, not just one-handed small arms. It just says 3 small arms, okay? So let's go find the equipment area. The equipment area is huge. Here we go. One-handed small arms. So you for 300 you can get an air dart pistol if you want, a break action shotgun, shot pistol, break action shot pistol. You can have a capsicum spray, a caseless pistol. No, you can't have a caseless pistol. That's 500. It's too much. But you can have a grappling hook, I suppose. You can have a high caliber autoloader. You can have a low caliber autoloader. You can have a machine pistol. You can have a one-handed grenade launcher. God almighty, of course it's going to be that one. You can have a pocket pistol for 200. You can have a revolver at 150. Those are the small arm one-handed weapons. Now, there is small arm two-handed weapons as well. So you get to pick from that as well. So you can have an assault rifle. Yes, you want an assault rifle. I know you want an assault rifle. 300, you can afford it. You can have a basic sniper rifle if you want. You can have a bolt rifle if you would like. You can have a grenade light weapon. So it's the two-handed version rather than the one-handed version. Okay, there's a two-handed version and there's a one-handed version. So you decide which one you want. Next, what else is there? You can have a shotgun. You can have a semi-machine gun, a submachine gun, not a semi-machine gun, a semi-automatic rifle. If you want a semi-automatic rifle, you can have one of those. What else is there here? I think that's sort of the extent of the things that you can purchase. I am going to take a quick break. It's called a toilet break. It is so that I don't hurt myself too much. And I will be back, and then we'll continue and see what you've decided on. 5 minutes or less. I'll be back. Don't worry. So I'm assuming you guys have decided. TL is tech level. For those of you who are wondering, TL refers to tech level. I see there's a whole bunch. You're going to get 3 weapons to select from. La la, I'm back. Just like that. I need a drink of water. These live streams are like toilet, drink water. Toilet, drink water. Okay. So what were your choices? Teenage Mutant Ninja Beetle. What are we talking about? Maximum damage, of course. So I'm assuming you want the one-handed grenade launcher, which of course you just shove a grenade in there and fire it off, right? Bolt rifle. Oh, okay. So there's going to be a battle between bolt rifle, assault rifle, and sniper rifle. Okay. Grenade. Grenade launcher. Let's just go copy. One-handed grenade launcher. Paste. Okay, next. Oh, you want to switch the bolt rifle for the sniper rifle? Okay, well, that was easy. How did that get so simple? Assault rifle and sniper rifle. Basic. Sniper rifle. Okay. Well done. It is nice when everybody basically agrees. Okay, let's copy and paste, get these in. We've got to get some gear and equipment sorted out, and then I've got to do some maths and figure out these numbers for you so you know what everything is supposed to be. But we're almost there, which is always nice. And I'll just put sniper rifle. It's probably going to be, there we go, sniper rifle. Okay. So now we still have, you know, $115 worth of money to buy gear with. So we need to go back to the gear section. And yes, we probably will need to buy some grenades for our grenade launcher and ammunition and all that sort of stuff. But what we will do is we're going to scroll on down here and we will find gear, which is probably going to take me forever to find because there's just so many pages on gear. Not just one, but many. Now I'm pretty sure we are proficient with a thieves tool, so we need to have some sort of thieves tools. If we're going to be proficient in it, we might as well use it. You could buy yourself some brass knuckles if you wanted, or a collapsible baton, or a fighting knife bayonet, or a plug bayonet. Hashtag. What else do you want? Okay. Next, character creation. I will select all bad choices, give input, and take my choices. That's right. Give input, people. You come and you watch, but you don't say anything. You do realize that there's no real bad answer to this. I know the issue. You know what the issue is. The issue will be is that it's probably completely new to people and never seen anything like it. They just want to know what's going on. So if you want a simple melee weapon, you can have one. Okay, there's enough money to spend on that. You just need to let me know what you would like. Duct tape, lithium batteries. Okay, all right. Okay, I'm going down to the gear and equipment section. Demolitions. Grenades. We've got a couple of concussion grenades already. We don't have a lot of money, so we won't be able to spend too much on that sort of thing anyway, but let's see what else we have here. We don't need armor because we are armor. So we don't need to worry about armor. And where is the gear? Oh, that's right. There's power armor in this game. There's so many different suits of power armor, it's not funny. That's modifications to armor. It's shields Active shields, force shields. Oh, good lord, there's a few. Gear. Finally made it to gear. Here we go. This is where we have the gear section. So there's a bunch of things here you can select from. Remember, we only have 115, so you need to pick something that's not too expensive. Let's see if I can find the thieves' tools. Toolkits, medical kit, engineering kit, drug kit, two-way radios. Why can't I see thieves' tools here? You can have duct tape. Somebody said duct tape. It's only $1 for duct tape. You can have duct tape, that's fine. But I can't find thieves' tools for some strange reason. I'm assuming it's some sort of engineering kit or whatever, something like that. I'm not too sure. But I just don't see it here, so I don't know where it is. Okay, let's just drop these stuff in here and do some math. Survival pack. If I can find a survival pack, you can have it. No problems. Duct tape is added. What else did you have here? You want a towel. Oh, fine, you can have a towel. The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. Take a towel. Lithium batteries. Where did you get lithium batteries from? Survival kit. Is there a lithium battery? Battery, light sticks. Do I see it anywhere? What are you going to use the lithium battery for? Oh, there is a towel for $1. You can have a towel for $1. Oh, I forgot about this. Sunglasses, plug bayonets, scopes. Somebody said survival kit, so I'm trying to find the survival kit if there is one. Climbing boots, glow paint, flash goggles. No, that's too expensive. What if I go down a bit more? Can I find a... That's lifestyle. I don't want lifestyle. Cybernetics. Yeah, there's cybernetics in this game. If you were unaware, there is cybernetics. We're not doing cybernetics today. That's too much for me to deal with. Crash damage. No. Okay, what else did you have here? You want it? You want it? Yeah. Dear. Okay, let me just go back to the equipment area. And somebody said they wanted more grenades. You can have more grenades, I don't mind. You can have, say, another 5 of those concussion grenades, because they're about $10 each, so that's roughly 50, 60, $3 spent so far. You haven't spent that much. I can't... Survival kit. I don't know where the survival kit is. I'm just going to put survival kit. No idea where it is, though. Okay. I can't find lithium batteries. A pillow. Oh, well, hang on. There might be a bedroll. When you say pillow, I know you're trying to be funny, but there might be a bedroll included here. Detonators. Oh, there are battery cells. A battery flare, battery cell. I don't know. Binoculars. Caltrops, clothing, compass, fire extinguisher, grip gloves, gravity lens. Okay, why can't I find half this stuff? Okay, all right. Okay, I'm going to go back and I'm going to start doing the numbers because I can't find the things that you're looking for, and I want to get the numbers down so you guys know how to do this. So first off, grenade launcher is going to be dex and proficiency, because you are proficient in this thing. So that is 3 plus 2 is 5 to hit. If you are using, if you're trying to have the grenade be have a detonator, a timed detonator, then you use intelligence. But it gets confusing. Your assault rifle is going to be exactly the same. It's just your dex and your proficiency. And your sniper rifle is exactly the same. So that's nice and simple, right? Now it's about damage output and how much damage do these weapons do when they pump out stuff. So I'll come back to that in a second. Let me do the saving throws first. So strength is a +1 and you've got proficiency, so that is a +3. +3 for that one. Dex is proficient and you get a +3 for that one. So that'll be +5. 3 and 2 is 5. Con is a -1. Not going to do too well there. Intelligence is a +1. Wisdom is a mighty -2. And charisma is a -3. You're going to have a short lifespan. Okay, so acrobatics is dex and you're proficient, so that is a +5 for this one. And we'll do all the dexes first. Dex, 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 dex down to the bottom. Dex stealth is going to be a +3 because it's your dex modifier, but you're not proficient. Sleight of hand is also the same. Did I have any more dexes? No, I didn't. Next, wisdom. Wisdom is a -2, so it's not going to be great for animal handling. Wisdom. Insight is a -2 as well. Wisdom, medicine, -2. You're not going to be very good at that. Perception is a -2. You're going to die soon. Because you'll never see it coming. Wisdom, survival is a -2. Now, Arcana, surprisingly, if you have Arcana in your game, is a +1 because it's intelligence. Computers is a +1. Demolitions is a +1. So is engineering. Just your intelligence modifier, and your history is a +1. Moving through. Investigation will be a +1 because it's just your int modifier. And your nature is a +1 because it is also just your int modifier. And religion is also the same, +1 for your int modifier. And science +1. Okay, so that's good. We've got that then done. Next, athletics. You get a +1 for athletics and you're proficient. So instead of being just 1, add the 2 for proficiency is a +3. +3. There's no more strengths, so that's moving on. Charisma is a minus. It's a hoary minus, and we've actually got it as a trained skill. So instead of being a -3, we're now just at a -1. Ah, dear. It's funny. Sorry, I shouldn't be laughing, but it's pretty funny. Okay, so intimidation is -3. Performance is -3. You suck at performing anything. Persuasion is going to be a -3. You're like a hammer. And I think that got all of our skills sorted out. Perception, which is a -2, means that your passive perception, passive perception is an 8. My God, a goblin's better than that. You are in so much trouble. You are going to get hit by the first shot. The first bullet to be fired is going to kill you. And it's probably got a good chance of doing it too. Okay, sorry people. Shouldn't laugh. Next. The only type of power armor is I was in. It was Robotech motorcycle power armor. There's a lot of power armor in this game. Let me do the damage bonuses so that you know what they are for your weapons. Okay. So going to the weapon section. Guys didn't mention about anything else other than what we had before, so I'm not too worried about that. So it's just scrolling fast, too fast probably. That's the armor. Moving on. Here we go. So concussion grenades, and we've got a few of them. It's 2d6. Okay. 2d6. 2d6, and you add your dex for now, unless you're using it as a timed grenade. Timed grenade would be different, but it's just your dex modifier for the grenade added to the 2d6. If it's a timed grenade that you fire and then goes off after 1 minute or 10 seconds or something like that, then you're going to be using your intelligence modifier. It's a little bit different compared to what you might be used to if you're playing D&D 5e. It's not that different though. Okay, next, assault rifles. Because we've got an assault rifle and a sniper rifle and blah-de-blah-de-blah, blah, blah, blah. Let's find that section there. Of course, there's only a tiny number of weapons. Chris, do you know the new version of this book, 2.1, has got a lot more weapons in it. He was just mentioning it the other day. There's so many more weapons, it's not funny. We don't have super heavy, we don't have a heavy weapon yet, but you can use them later on. Assault rifle, 1d8, so it's assault rifle, it's 1d8. 1d8, and it'll be your dex modifier, so you get a 3. Your sniper rifle, because you have a sniper rifle as well, a basic one, is also a 1d8. A certain number of shots, so 1d8, 1d8. Now, I'm pretty sure with sniper rifle there's some things that you need to consider, and that is sniper rifles I'm pretty sure sniper rifles give you a +1 to hit. I think the basic one does, at least. And let me just find that now. Sniper rifles. Blah 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 blah. Sniper. Sonic. Assault. Arc. Blades. Captain. I think I've got to get past all of these other single-handed weapons, don't I? Are they organised differently? They are. Well, okay, I can't figure it out. Okay, so going back to our features, we have fire support, precision. You gain a +1 bonus to all non-auto firearms. So that means there's no non-auto fire weapons. A grenade launcher is not an auto fire weapon, if I remember right. Don't think you can do auto fire with a grenade launcher. So which is probably fortunate, because auto fire on a grenade launcher would be just scary. So that means we would probably get a +1 with our precision, our ability to actually target something a bit more easily. I'm pretty sure that is correct. Grade special. No, that's fine. So that's correct. So we're going to get to increase that by 1 more point. An assault rifle can be used as an auto gun. So it's going to be 6, but it could be a 5 if it's not. Bracket +5. Okay. Auto fire. So if you auto fire, then it's not going to be quite as good. Your sniper rifle will not have an auto function on it. You almost guarantee that doesn't happen. So they don't do auto fire, it's just a sniper. So you're going to get a +1 to that. So that's 6. And I think that's correct. I think all my maths is correct with regard to that. Hopefully I got it all right. Really do. Okay, anyway, I am out of time. We would normally try to do something else, but I've always finding that it takes me too long to close up the house, so I can't do that. It's just not going to be possible. I apologize for the fact that I have not been able to do that. Going over ladders and all that other stuff, so it just isn't enough time in the day with the time I've got. Plasma cannon, yes, you can buy those things or find those things, and you could use them with this character for sure. That's definitely a possibility, absolutely possible. I don't know whether you want to necessarily do that, but I mean, it's up to you. You are the ground trooper. You're going to need to do some stuff, right? Have you made a grounder character for ULTRAMODERN 5? No, 81%, which I'm not surprised by, because this is why you're watching me in the first place. Just watching, 18%. Yes, nobody's done it at 11 votes. This is interesting. So I found nobody today who's particularly familiar with this particular type of character. Interesting. Very interesting. Anyway, I am done. I will be back tomorrow to cover magic spells and magic mechanics for Dungeons and Dragons 5e. Unfortunately, I have a job interview this week. I will not be able to do Monster Lore on Esper's Emporium of Esoterica, which means we will not be able to make a monster this week, because Thursday for me, or Wednesday for you in North America, is the day that I will be going on my job interview. So I will not be home to be able to do it, unfortunately. So unfortunate, but we'll just save that for next week, I guess. Okay. Anyway, huge thank you to everybody who's been watching and listening. I want to thank all of my patrons who support me on Patreon so I can keep running this program. I do appreciate it. I really do. I want to thank Chris Deas, who designed ULTRAMODERN 5, for providing me with a book and all the resources so that I can actually do these sorts of things with you, and I do appreciate it. It makes a big difference when people support that sort of thing. So thank you very much. I want to thank everybody who took part in the poll today, and those of you in chat who have been helping to make the character. I really want to say a huge thank you to you. So thanks Fred Huber, Pale Rider, Derp. Fred Huber and Derp are both patrons. Cal Rowell. And did I miss anybody else? I think there was a new fella. We had Interzone 88 was with us. It's nice to have a new face in the comments section. I encourage you to put in your 2 cents. If you're wondering about how serious we are when we're building characters, we're not that serious. Most of the time, it's just trying to figure out how to make it fun and the process entertaining. And if we get a character out the other end, then great. So wherever you are in the world, whether it be the morning, the afternoon, or the night, please look after yourself, your family, and your friends. Be nice to your neighbours. And hey, till next time, keep rolling those 20s.